Hello, welcome to the Dungeon Diaries of future Manasvi. I'm here to share on the topic which will be continued by her. Do you know that irritability or that ignorance, annoyance that you get when someone spots you having a total breakdown? Your sister interrupts, your family members interrupts, and you're so overwhelmed. You're screaming and shouting at them, telling, "Go away." I do not want to be a part of this conversation right now. I do not want to engage with you at all. You're afraid of something that you don't want them to know this part of you. You're crying and crying and crying. Do you know what these feelings of irritability, uncomfortableness, even with your trusted ones comes from? Well, I saw a video on a topic of human connections. What I learned from it, I'm going to share with all of you. So, hey, future ministry, listen. That we are often afraid of the scarred parts of us. We are often scared to show our vulnerability to anybody, thinking that they might use it. We are born that way, we are raised that way. And we connect with others because we are humans. We are wired to connect with each other. We don't show our irritability, our vulnerability, our annoyance, and we always hid behind a mask because we feel like our feelings are in control. But connection is about doing things that are out of your control. When connection happens, you share a scarred part of yourself with another person, and that person returns it with a small favor to your one. We have to give in to the known emotions. There are comfortable emotions, there are uncomfortable emotions, and you have to let them simmer in for you to act calm, for you to engage in that situation in a better way. It isn't that you don't trust that person, of course, it is not. You do trust them, you're very dear to them. That's why you're scared to show them progress, or that's why you're scared to show them that you're hurting. Because that means they might turn their back on you, because people are so comfortable with positivity that they attract towards a person that is full of positivity. They don't want to hear negativity because they have their own problems. You sharing your own problems will make their own problems bigger. They can't sympathize, can't be an empath for you, right? So that's why you're scared, because at some part of you, you also know you would do the same. It is just that you're not accepting your own feelings, or your question of who I am in that situation is very different. I'm in my room, I'm having a mental breakdown, I'm trying to find what is causing it, and someone interrupts in. My sister comes in. I wouldn't like that at all. I wouldn't want to show my weak parts to my little sister because that is just something that will hurt me. That will hurt the question of who I am to myself. So instead of dealing with that situation and telling them, no, stop, please just go away, I do not want you. In fact, you do. You really do want them, but you don't want to admit it. So instead, what you do is let all your comfortable, uncomfortable emotions get together. Let your all feelings come together and let it simmer down so you can calm down. One part of yourself is that we always focus on comfortable emotions, happiness, even sadness, frustration, anger. These can be categorized into uncomfortable and comfortable situations, emotions. Anger is uncomfortable because it's just a weeping soul that is asking for redemption. That is what anger is. So accept each and every emotion that you're having in that moment. In that moment, you are scarred, but you also need someone to come and hug you. So that's why instead of saying no, say yes. Please, I need you. And do you know this interesting fact that we actually gossip to connect with our need of connection? We gossip with each other so that we can actually answer the question of who I am by validating ourselves, by justifying another situation, position, their wealth, etc., to justify your answers. That is just what gossiping is. If you try to dig harder and harder, you can understand that human connection, human motivation is connected to just 30 simple things. Those 30 simple things are food, water, shelter, love, reliability, connection, need of connection. That is all. So if you look down that rug while you are crying, you will see that you just need a connection. While you're gossiping, if you just look down, you might say that you need a connection. You want to connect with another person on a different level, but you are not ready. You're not confident enough to talk about yourself. I developed a very bad habit of gossiping when I was in seventh grade. I was constantly gossiping because I couldn't deal with my own life. And now I'm good and well. So I decided to talk about my future, my goals, and that's why I have a better friendship circle as well. We never learn to accept things which are bad for us. Like failure is extremely good for us, but it is bad because we will be judged. That's why we do not care enough about it. We do not care enough to learn about it. And that's just why our society is kind of failing. So we feel scared and annoyed if we are in a situation we do not want to be in. If we are in a situation where our lack of control is there, good connections will last. We make different connections all throughout our lifetime. We are constantly afraid of being judged. But after even being judged, there are people who will stay. And those people are the people that you have to keep in your life. So form a connection. It is not wrong not to form them. It is not wrong to admit that you were scared. So just leap forward. That's the deal. What we know truly, what we want, then we will get it. When we know what we want, we will get it. If I want a good friend, I know where to look. If I want a good companion, I know where to look. Acquaintance, classmate, etc. We are afraid to show we care because their needs might be different from ours. Their careness might be different. But we still do because we are humans, right? We still connect because we are humans, even if we are afraid of it. Around 50% of these people, 70%, are afraid of being alone. That loneliness will eat them away. Human connection is such a mundane and such a small thing, yet it is so complex that people just might. The point of this video is that first of all, connecting is very important. Knowing what you want is also extremely important. What you want to do, what you want to be, what circle do you have to be in, and listening to your 13 years is something that will get you far in life. Sometimes understanding another person's intention might just make you calm down. It does not justify their own experiences, never. We do not condone with them. We do not understand that I'm in an argument with that person. I understand what they want, but they do not understand what I want. So that's why you're trying to understand. I might just be the bigger person now. That doesn't work that. It doesn't work that way. So guys, remember, you must be true to yourself. Let yourself feel everything. Do not be. I am a failure, but it's okay. Yes, you are a failure. You need to feel bad about it for it to be okay. Like that is that is the point of the video. Please, thank you.